Hi everyone, welcome to another episode of Unit Selection at Parc Clematis. Edwin here. So today I'll actually be going through the 2 bedroom selection with you guys. Okay, as usual, I've actually circled 2 bedroom stacks in red circle as you can see on my screen here. Okay, so I would say that for 2 bedroom, of course, they have the most number of units here, as you can tell. Okay, the key thing here that I would like to bring to your attention is that for the best unit selection, I would say that actually 63 is going to be the best. Because if may I refresh your memory that Jalan Lempeng here is actually facing towards the landed Faber estate. So for stack 63, you will actually be having a pretty much unblocked view of the entire area towards the west side. In fact, I think you'll be looking towards Jurong side. But because the entire Faber landed estate is situated in this direction, so you'll be pretty much having an unblocked view per se. Okay, as for the rest, I would say that those that's actually facing towards the main pool, this 52, this red color 52 here, actually you can see here is the main swimming pool of the entire development. So for those that is actually having a direct view of this main pool here, will be considered good as well. So for stack 47 will be good, stack 18 as well. Okay, but you need to bear in mind once again that because you are nearer to the AYE, you may or may not be hearing any noise and sound from the AYE. Okay, because as you can see, you are actually not facing directly, but you are in close proximity as well. Okay, the next thing that I want to talk about is actually these two stack in particular, 14 and 15. Okay, 14 and 15 is the same. Okay, they are 2 bedroom. In fact, you see the darker gray ones is actually their elegance collection, and for this white color 4 blocks are actually the contemporary. Okay, so for these two stacks 14 and 15, they're actually facing the main entrance. So later I'll be running through the floor plan with you. You can actually see that the balcony is facing towards the main entrance. So if you were someone who believes in Feng Shui, right, it's actually considered, I would say that it's not that good in that sense, because in Chinese that's what we call 冲路. 冲路 means your unit is facing direct towards oncoming traffic per se. So that's one thing. Okay, second thing is, of course, cars being cars, you'll be expecting a certain amount of noise level if you are living on the low to mid floors. And then also the unit number 14 is once again, to people who believe in Feng Shui, is actually not ideal in that sense. Okay, so now actually I'll run through all the different floor plans with you. Okay, for this particular type 1, right, okay, you can see here for the unit numbers. Actually, if you can't see, you can actually go to our website, lovelyhomes.com.sg. The brochures are actually all there. You can actually download and go through the entire brochure in detail. Okay, so you can see here for stack 31, 32, 40, 41, 47, 55 and 56. Okay, they are all sharing this similar type of they are all sharing this identical floor layout. Okay, something that I need to point out to you for this particular layout is that besides the fact that this is the smaller of the 3 different layouts of the 2 bedroom. Okay, this particular layout has only one washroom, one toilet in a sense. So you can see here they actually use this space as a study area rather than a secondary bath. Okay, so actually both rooms will actually share the master bath here. Okay, of course I would say that in my personal opinion this will not be very ideal lah. I mean, because if you have friends or guests coming over, then everybody will be just sharing one washroom per se. For type 2 and type 3, you can tell actually they are just you can just imagine they're actually flipped along this horizontal line. Okay, it mirror along the horizontal line in that sense. So there's nothing peculiar that I would want to point out in this layout. They are pretty standard. Okay, coming from the main entrance, then is where your kitchen, dining, living, and then you go past the common bedroom and then the master bedroom. Yeah, so they're actually identical in that sense. Okay, the only significant difference that I would point out is actually the size. They are about 11 square feet in difference. Okay, so you need to take note. Just now earlier I said that stack 63 would actually be the most ideal. So stack 63 is actually type 3 of the 2 bedroom, which is this particular layout. Okay, so now we move on to type 4 and type 5. Okay, the only thing, once again, if you can see from the floor plan, there's actually not much difference from just now the previous type 2 and type 3. Okay, the only thing that I want to point out here is that for type 4 and type 5, which is respectively stack 10, 11, 14 and 15, right? The highest that they go is actually until 17th floor. Okay, regardless that this is actually elevated, so if you are sitting on 17, you probably feel like you are on 18 and 19th floor as for the standard condo. Okay, but just now I mentioned that for stack 14 and 15, you're actually facing the main entrance. Okay, so even if you go up to 18 or 19, you will still be getting a fair bit of noise from the vehicles that are actually coming in through the main entrance day in, day out lah. So this is something that you have to take note of. Okay, so that is all for my 2 bedroom introduction. So I hope you like this video and I'll see you in the next video. Bye. So right now I'll actually be going through with you the last of the 2 bedroom series, which is actually the 2 plus study for the project Parc Clematis. Okay, 2 plus study in this case will be pretty straightforward. There's only 2 stacks, 64 and 19. Okay, the key difference here you can tell from the layout is that 64 will actually be facing the Faber landed estate, and for 19 you'll actually be facing inwards towards the main swimming pool. Okay, again, for people who are more concerned about the unit number itself, okay, in this case I'll actually recommend you to take stack 19, because stack 19 after all is actually facing the main pool, and you can tell from here that you're actually having a almost unblocked 180 degrees of view of the main pool. Okay, as for the floor plan, the study is actually identical for both stacks. So you can see that the study area is here right by the main door. If you do remember, you compare this against the earlier 2 bedroom layouts that I actually show you, there's actually not much difference per se, in the sense that only the study area is additional. You can tell from the size here, if you can't read here, it's actually 743 square feet. So the difference is, I would say, is about maybe 20 odd square feet difference between this and the bigger of the 2 bedroom series. So personally, my opinion is that this 20 square feet extra space wouldn't really justify, or rather it wouldn't really command a much higher rental in my opinion. So of course, this is a personal preference. For the 2 bedroom series, I would suggest that if you want to go for it, maybe you should consider going for the 2 bedroom alone. Okay. Otherwise, if let's say you are a young couple, you just move out on your own and you would like to have some additional income to cover your mortgage, the dual key is actually a pretty good choice as well. Okay, so that's all for me for the 2 bedroom selection for Parc Clematis. I'll see you guys in the next video for the 3 bedroom selection. Okay, thank you.